Welcome all the students. Now we'll discuss about 19th module for the program first year BSc Agriculture Honors for the subject Agricultural Engineering of second semester from course code Engineering 121 and the title of the course is Soil and Water Conservation Engineering. The name of the module is Watershed Management, Definition and Objects, Steps of Watershed Management. I am Mr. Vinod Atkari, Assistant Professor, Don Bosco College of Agriculture, Sulkurna, Kepe, Goa. The outline of this module is Watershed Management Principles, Watershed Management Objectives, and Steps in Watershed Management. At the end of this module, students will be able to learn about watershed management, means what is the concept of watershed management, then watershed management principles, watershed management objectives, and different steps in management of watershed. So, what is meant by watershed management? It implies the judicious use of all the resources, that is land, vegetation, and water in that watershed to achieve maximum production with minimum hazard to the natural resources and for the well-being of the peoples. Watershed is the geographical area from where the entire rainwater running off the from that land will get collected into the single outlet or drained from the single outlet. The outlet may be a stream or river or lake, any type of outlet is there. The planning and management of this watershed is done by accomplishing the different tasks related to overall development of that watershed. These tasks are given here. First is the water quality and quantity improvement. Then management of ecosystem, enrichment of socio-economic condition of the population living in that watershed. Then enhancing the employment opportunity for the people. And last one is the selection of most appropriate cropping pattern. Activities in watershed planning and management. There are 4 activities are there. First is the targeting of priority problems. Next, promotion of high level of involvement of interested and affected mass. Third one, development of the problems solution with the cooperation of experts and authorities of multi-agencies or NGOs or ZPs or Gram Panchayats like this. Next, measurement of success through monitoring and data gathering. Finally, we have to evaluate that watershed. Watershed management principles, different principles are there. First, watershed should be in natural form. We wish to degrade it, keep it as a natural as it is. The watershed management should be on multidisciplinary approach. We have to combine many government departments or private agencies and we have to work together so that it is a multidisciplinary approach. A strong framework should support the watershed management in proper way. There should be proper team of personnel with most appropriate technologies as well, and the approach should be flexible. Watershed management objectives. Few objectives are there. First, to recognize the watershed as a unit for development and efficient land use according to their capabilities for crop production. To control damaging runoff and land degradation and thereby planning for soil and water conservation. Third one, to control the flood by constructing small multipurpose reservoirs and by other water storage structures at the river head in problem areas. Fourth one, to supply adequate water for satisfying domestic, agricultural and industrial needs. And last objective is to reduce the soil pollution. Sixth one, to improve the agricultural and allied productions by efficient use of natural resources. To expand recreation facilities such as picnic and camping sites, we can preserve the biodiversity of that area by constructing this watershed as well. To manage and utilize the runoff water for conductive purposes. Next, to protect or to conserve and improve the land for more efficient and sustained crop production. Last one, to protect and enhance the water resources originating from the watershed. So these are the objectives. Next, to check the soil erosion and to reduce the effect of sediment yield in the watershed. To rehabilitate the deteriorating lands, we can control the soil erosion there, we can stop the degradation of the soil. So it is a kind of rehabilitation. To moderate the flood peaks at downstream areas in rainy season, most of the areas are affected by the flood, so we can control that floods. To enhance the infiltration of rainwater, to improve and increase the production of timbers, fodder or agricultural production also increase there. To enhance the groundwater recharge wherever applicable. Finally, groundwater availability of this groundwater will be increased, means water table level will be increased in that area. Different steps in watershed management. Likewise, recognition of problems. Next, analysis to determine the causes of watershed problem. Next is the development of alternative solutions for objectives formulated to solve these problems. Next is the selection of best solution. Out of that, we will select best solution. Next is the application of selected solution, and last is the protection and improvement works. All these steps are divided into 4 major steps or phases we can call. First is the recognition phase, restoration phase, protection phase, and improvement phase. We'll see one by one all these phases. First is the recognition phase. Under this phase, we can recognize what are the probable causes and development in the development of this watershed, and we'll find out some solutions also. So by conducting different type of survey, we can come to know different problems. Likewise, soil survey, land capability survey, agronomic survey, forest survey, engineering, or some socio-economic survey also we can do. Second phase is the restoration phase. This phase covers the task of selection of best solutions and their application for watershed management. The biological and engineering measures are implemented in this phase. Next is the protection phase. In this phase, general health of that watershed is taken care. Its normal working also ensured. The protection of watershed against all those factors which causes the deterioration to that watershed are controlled here. The protection is preferably made on the critical areas which are restored in the phase of this restoration phase. Last phase is the improvement phase. Under this phase, the overall improvement made during the management of watershed are evaluated for all the lands, and the attention is given to make improvement on agricultural land, forage production or pasture land, and finally economic status of the people. So these are the references. Thank you.